4K was a very big theme at CES here a couple of months ago. It's a very big theme at NAB. We have some very core beliefs around 4K. We believe it has to be true ultra high definition TV, really so that it permanently changes the viewer experience, moving away from watching TV as a moving picture in a square frame to a really truly immersive viewing experience. There are some requirements to achieve that. It's not just about the much higher resolution than HD, it's also about better bit depth, fundamentally better quality, 422, 10-bit, high frame rates, so a really true ultra high definition experience. So that has a big impact on compression. To deliver that experience you need very high quality pictures, very high performing compression. We've been working for a while with a lot of the sports networks, for example, and broadcasters, doing trials of 4K and 4K user experiences, doing live broadcasts from sports events, and indeed at the show here at NAB we're broadcasting live from London across to Vegas and demonstrating on our booth and one of our partners, Intelsat. That's also done in conjunction actually with NewTek for the satellite side, and BT providing the content and some of the links. So we've been doing a lot of work there to validate that user experience, the necessity for that high quality. As we move through to deliver that to the home, I think we're still a little bit of a way away. The ecosystem isn't quite there, and that's going to require a big change in compression, because that's going to require HEVC compression to really drive down the bandwidth demand. We see a big demand, a big drive in some parts of developed Asia, particularly Japan and Korea. We see a big demand in the other large, stable, developed TV markets of Western Europe and North America, for example. But actually, surprisingly, we're seeing demand also in sports from some of the less developed as well. So I think it's going to be a global phenomenon. It'll take a little bit of time to pick up, but I think it's going to happen pretty much everywhere, much more so than when we did HD. What we've announced this week is a new product in our portfolio, Ericsson Virtualized Encoding. It's a software product, and really one of the key things that does is it abstracts away the details of how you do compression, what kind of product technology you use, from the operational environment that people have to operate the product in, the configuration, the resource allocations, and all those things that are operationally important. So within that, we're supplying a lot of our own technology underneath in terms of hardware-based compression, and where we're partnering with Elemental is integrating into that Ericsson Virtualized Encoding some of the Elemental compression products on the software and the GPU accelerated side. So we have the ability to offer to customers a mixture of technologies for doing compression to meet whatever their specific requirements are, with best of breed technology from ourselves and best of breed technology from Elemental. There's a few big trends. There's that ultra high definition that we talked about. There's a lot of discussion around HEVC and time frames for deployment of HEVC into different markets. I think those are, two real highlight trends. I think underneath those there's some more consistent things as well, though, around the importance of high quality video compression in terms of operators' business models, helping them to get more HD channels out, so increasing their revenue, reducing their operational costs by reducing bandwidth demands. I think those things are very important to operators at the moment. The other thing is, IP and virtualization. The world's very different than it was a few years ago. It's not just about broadcasting your main channel. It's about over-the-top services, and those are maturing rapidly, taking many different kinds of sources of material, producing many different outputs, delivering over many different networks, so a lot of complexity. So there's a big focus on virtualization, the delivery over IP, serving the TV Anywhere experience, and really for us, what that's about is how do you take all that complexity, compartmentalize it, and not have the operator worry about that. And really that's why we've released the Ericsson Virtualized Encoding at the show.